Hey guys, welcome back to the Vlogshit YouTube channel. My name is Tom. I'm sorry in advance, I sound a little bit funny today. I have a cold, but I don't want to let a cold stop me talking about this amazing 1977 Dentside Ford F-250. We've just finished it, and it's one of the first Dentside long beds we've done. So there's a ton of things to talk about today, and it is awesome. Finished in a red and white combination. We'll get onto the paint in a second, but we don't do too many red trucks normally. We haven't done a red truck in quite a long time, and so this one in particular stands out amongst the sea of blues and greens and creams and whites and things like that as just something that is a little bit different. That coupled with the Dentside means that I really wanted to make sure that I filmed this video. Take a step closer and we're going to walk around the truck as if you were here in the showroom with me. Let's start by talking about that paint color then. We normally focus on the paint first. So this upper color is obviously red. It's like got an FDU paint code. We don't have an exact paint number or name for it, but it is a red. It's almost like a slight maroon. It's not super maroon, it's not true maroon, but it's got a tint of maroon in there, almost an undershade of kind of brown maybe, but it's like a darker red. What's really nice about this red is it doesn't like overpower you. Sometimes red trucks can be really red, and that can sometimes be a bit much. But in this configuration, it looks absolutely fantastic. So a dark red for the upper color, and then this middle color, because it's a Ford, yes, it's Wimbledon white. So that contrasting color is what you're going to see on a lot of Ford Broncos and our F-250s. We've even, I think, got a Mustang in production in Wimbledon white as well. That's all one color. But anyway, Wimbledon white is typically the accent white that we use on the Fords. And in this application, it looks absolutely fantastic. So those are the paint colors. Walk around the front of the truck and you're going to of course see that it is a Dentside. Being a 77, it's that later year, and so it has that later grille style as well. It still looks amazing, still got a real nice presence about it. And this truck in particular, I really like how the red with the orange, and even the orange and the Velocity Flying V kind of just comes together. Contrasted with the white, it just looks really nice. So I really like the front end of this truck. You do have the Ford name, of course, emblem across the grille, not on the hood on this one. And then for LED lights, let's talk about those really quickly. You've got the Holley Retro Bright LED lights. So these look like an old school halogen lamp, but they're not. They are in fact a brand new LED light, which is really nice. Chrome front bumper as well, of course, and that's about it on the front end, but really nice. We like this grille, great for air circulation and flow as well, of course. Very standard, as you would have expected to see with that Dentside. Let's go down the side of the truck then, and this is our Heritage Series F-250, so it is our higher spec F-250. So some changes on the inside, some changes on the outside. We'll talk about the outside ones first. The biggest thing is, of course, when you go to the Heritage package, you get the two-tone paint. You'll also notice that the steely white wheels have been painted in Wimbledon white, so the steely wheels have gone that contrast color as well. That's really nice. The Heritage package is designed to make the truck look more old in terms of its aesthetic, but with some modern features like the billet caps, and yes, this truck has the very popular billet cab lights, which are absolutely fantastic. Really premium option. People asking us all the time if we're going to sell them. Right now we're not selling them standalone. You can only get them as part of the truck, but that's really nice. Come down the side of the truck and you're also going to see this beltline trim. Of course, it's the Dentside, so the trim sits inside the dent, whereas the bump side, the trim sits outside it on the bump. Fuel cap on this one, fuel filler. The fuel filler is actually here. So on the bump sides, we relocate the fuel filler in the back of the bed, but actually here it is on the side of the bed here, just at the back. So you still do have the relocated gas tank. It is further back here in between the chassis rails, but it just doesn't fill in the back of the bed itself. Come around the back of the truck then, you're going to see the most kind of different thing on this Dentside is going to be this step. So this bumper, step bumper, really nice feature. Looks very rugged, very utilitarian. It's a really big, nice piece of kit. That's something that you won't have seen on many, if any, Velocity vehicles before. So kind of a new thing for the Dentsides that we're doing, but really nice, super functional as well. Of course, you can step on it, put your weight on it, all that good stuff. Finished in a chrome top with almost this checker plate material, which is really nice. You do have the trim that continues around the tailgate, LED indicator and brake lights as well, and the Velocity badging at the back. So really cool, but very simple looking rear aesthetic. Open the tailgate so you can see, and in this truck what we've done is we've just taken the paint all the way through. So we didn't wrap to line the bottom of this one. The red is such a nice red, it's really nice color. We just wanted to take the paint all the way through. So that main paint color has been put consistently through there. You could add wood to this truck, and if I was going to do wood, I would probably do a dark wood, dark brown, or even a black bed lining if it was my truck, which would match the interior really nicely. All right, let's take a look at the interior then, and you're going to see on this one we just went with a simple black interior all the way through. So black carpet, black seats, black leather. The reason we did that was sometimes red leathers red materials for inside are really, really hard to get right. And so for us, the other red trucks that we've done, typically we do just do a black interior because it works really well. All right, let's talk through the door panel then, like we normally do. And you're going to see again, this has just been finished in this really nice premium black leather. It is a completely custom designed door panel by the guys here, by our engineers here, and all of this is made in-house. You have a speaker pod here as well, Focal speaker system behind there. And what I like about these trucks with these door panels is this carpet detail at the bottom. So this is that matching material that goes in with the carpet. It just kind of brings the whole design of the interior together. Because it's heritage, you're going to notice we do have billet components. We have the billet locking mechanism here and the billet window regulators, and these are of course electric as well. So they look like an old manual window crank, but they're not. You push them down, the windows go down. They're all fully electric, so that's nice. It's easy to get up in the truck by stepping on the powered side step, and of course that sits there, and then when you depress, there's a little pin here that goes when you shut the door, and up they come, and then down they go when you open the door again. So you've got that ease of getting into the truck. This truck does sit up quite nice and high, so you definitely want those, otherwise you'd really be able to shove yourself in here. Right, let's talk about this seating position, steering wheel, all that good stuff. It is our heritage series, so you do have the upgraded billet steering wheel by the guys at Spark Industries. We partner with Spark to basically design this, and it only comes as part of our heritage or street series vehicles. If you're looking at the Mustang or the C10 or the F100, those are the streets. But basically this is a really nice, very premium billet steering wheel. It feels amazing. It's been finished in a matching black leather, very simple but very well done, even with the stitch inside, and just feels great to hold. And of course really is almost like a piece of jewelry in here, like a real nice thing to see as you step inside the cabin. Behind that we've got a tilt adjustable steering column finished in black again to match the rest of the interior, and then behind that again we have a brand new but old school looking Dakota digital dash. Now I really like these Dentsides, and the reason I like these Dentsides, both the F-150, the F-100 and the F-250, is just because the seating configuration and the way that the dash is laid out. I really like that the Alpine system, this is an Alpine double-din touchscreen system, and the whole Dakota digital instrument cluster kind of looks, it's much more driver focused than some of the other trucks that we build. You know, some of these things, especially in the bump sides, you've got that very iconic old school kind of instrument cluster that's a bit more thin and horizontal across, whereas this is right in your face, very square. You can read everything, everything's really visible. We do have two screens in here, so the Dakota digital dash, it looks old but it is brand new. It's a new electronic system, and basically these two screens, one on the left here with your RPMs and one on the right here with your miles per hour, you can give different information or put different information on display. So what you can do is you can put your live miles per hour. That's really nice. It's right in front of you, so you can see exactly what speed you're doing. But you can also cycle through different things like how much fuel have you got left, what are your temperatures, your pressures, any warnings, your trip odometer, things like that. So lots of extra information there that you wouldn't have had on the normal truck. You have your light switch controls here and your wash wipe as well. That's really nice, and those have been finished again in the billet switch gear, so that comes as part of that heritage package. These things just feel very, very premium. They feel really nice to use and hold, and they feel heavy and weighty rather than plasticky and cheap. All right, so let's talk through the bench seat then. And like we mentioned earlier, it has just been finished in a really classic, really simple but very premium black leather. This stitch pattern is actually called classic stitch, so rather than seeing a double diamond or a plaid or anything else there, we've just gone for a really nice classic stitch. I think it matches the rest of the interior really, really well, and actually the rest of the truck. The whole thing feels very, very classic. Behind this is a big sub underneath. There's extra speakers, and we've also got speakers in the door panels on the right and left side as well. So this sound system is absolutely amazing. It's a Focal speaker system, sounds absolutely great. I just got back from about a 2-hour drive with the F-150 Dentside that we just finished. I had the music going and my Apple CarPlay up the whole way, and it is surprising just how good the Focal speaker systems sound in these units. But it's because the guys from Focal actually designed the tune on these speaker systems to each of our specific vehicles. That's a really, really nice feature. On the floor here, we've got black carpet. It's just a really thick premium plush black carpet, and it is topped with these mats. So these are removable floor mats as well. You've got those, some Velocity branding there too. For your high and low range levers, you do have a matching black shift boot as well. That's been finished in that black leather, as well as you've got top to your levers, the billet parts. So these again are part of that heritage series, feel very premium, really, really nice. These of course control your high and low range, 4-wheel drive, all of that good stuff. Coming up then, and I mentioned it a second ago in terms of driving position, but this is where kind of your AC controls, your infotainment sits. So we've got an Alpine double-din touchscreen in here. That's actually fitted up with a backup camera as well. So when you go into reverse, you do get the backup camera displayed there and very, very visible, even from the driver's seat, you can see very clearly. CarPlay, but also it has Apple CarPlay. And like I just said, the drive I did, I had Apple Maps up the whole time. Very easy to use, very easy to change through my Spotify. It was just really, really good. Below that, we've got the Vintage Air AC. Really simple. It's a brand new AC system by the guys at Vintage Air. Has 3 controls: fan speed, direction, and temperature. Now, these work in these trucks. We do get people asking, hey, like, is the AC kind of just for show? Does it help a little bit, or does it actually really like modulate the temperature in the cabin? And for an enclosed cabin truck like this, especially these Dentsides, 100%. The AC works unbelievably well. It's very, very warm here today in Florida. I had no problem sitting in the truck for 2 hours or so, driving with the fan on, just keeping the air nice and cool. So that really, really works. You do actually have a multitude of different AC outlets. Of course, you've got one here and then 2 in the center and then 1 on the right hand side as well. You have a glove box finish as well. That's nice. And there's actually the fuse box in there. So that's something that's really easy to access if you do own this vehicle and to change a fuse on something, that's just there. And then on top, we've gone with just the standard simple black leather dash pad as well. And I will say this leather, whilst I know black can sometimes feel like it's maybe a little bit boring, quite a lot of people like it because of its simplicity. This is really premium leather. If you get closer to it, you can actually see there is a nice grain in the leather. There's a nice texture to it. It smells amazing. So that really, really nice. Don't let the black put you off. It is still very premium. Above that, we've got sun visors, 2 sun visors, which are nice. And then of course a full black leather headlining as well. All right, let's get under the hood of the truck and talk through the drive line. So yes, if you watched the videos before, you know, in all of our Ford products, we use a brand new 3rd generation Coyote V8. So this engine is brand new. It produces around 460 horsepower. So it will go 0 to 60, this truck, in around 5.2, 5.3 seconds. It is a larger truck than our Broncos and of course much heavier than the Mustang. So it does have a different sort of acceleration to it, but don't let any of the numbers fool you. It's a really, really nice, powerful drive, all the power that you need in a 4-wheel drive lifted truck like this. It's also very reliable. So Gen 3 Coyote is really easy to service, really easy to maintain. You can keep driving it for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and have no problem. It can be serviced by any Ford dealer. Really any modern mechanic can plug into this engine and work on it, which is really nice. It's not just for us about the power, it's also about the reliability, the experience, the long-term use case that you would want as a customer and as an owner of this vehicle. Behind the engine, we have a brand new 10-speed automatic transmission. It's the 10R80, so it comes as part of a crate package from Ford to match with this engine. And the 10-speed's really nice. Why? Because it gives you all of that extra gearing at the top end so that when you're driving, you're not bouncing off the rev limiter when you're doing 60, 70 miles an hour, which is typically what you would see in a 4-speed transmission. So some builders will use a 4-speed or a 6-speed. They may have their reasons. For us, we use the 10R80 in all of our Ford products. We use the 10L in our Chevy trucks. Some people say there's reliability problems. There is not. Honestly, we have had tons and tons and tons of trucks with these builds. We got somebody commenting the other day saying, I'd never use the 10R. I would only ever use the 6R or whatever. No, we've built lots and lots with the 10-speed and had no problems at all. So don't let that stop you. We do have Willwood disc brakes all around on this truck, like on all of the other trucks. So you have disc brakes all around, loads of stopping power. They are hydro boosted. So you got all of that feel, that nice braking feel that you need to feel in control of the power. It's one thing making a truck go fast. It's another thing making it stop in a stable, safe manner. And something to help with that, of course, is the chassis. So underneath this truck, just like our other F-250s, both the bump side and the Dentside have, a roadster shop chassis, a 4-link coilover chassis, brand new by the guys at RS. Really, really, really nice, and just makes this thing drive incredibly well. The F-250 is one of our longest trucks, and that extended wheelbase coupled with that 4-link coilover chassis technology just means this thing is a great, great, nice driving truck. It just really handles any bumps, anything nice, highway speeds especially. Like I keep saying, I just got back from driving one of these things, short wheelbase actually, but still same thing. They drive super nice, super, super nice. So really, really could be a daily driving truck for somebody out there. I think that's about it for the engine bay. You'll notice that we painted the firewall. We also painted the underside of the hood. There's no extra insulation or any need there. Really, the engines, the exhaust is loud, but they don't actually run too loud really while you're driving them. So there's no need to do anything crazy in the engine bay. And again, there is lots of space in this engine bay. Be easy to make it a mess, but the guys do such an awesome job of making this engine look installed as like OE plus or as OEM as possible. So that's the idea, is the design is meant to look like it was originally meant to be here, which of course it never was. But certainly it looks that way and it feels that way too. When you're driving one of these trucks, it feels right. It feels like it should have been there. The power, the delivery, the performance, the steering, all of it is very, very good on these Dentsides. So yeah, that's about it for the driveline. All right, guys, we've taken a quick whistle stopped, cough interrupted tour of this Dentside F-250. It is a 1977 true Dentside, a really, really nice truck, and it is available for sale immediately. I'm sure this video is going to be a bit shorter than normal just because I am feeling a bit under the weather and I may have missed something. So if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're on the website, you can send us in an email or fill a contact form in or pick up the phone and call us. And if you're on Instagram or on Facebook, leave a comment or send us a DM. We'll get straight back to you. The vehicle is available to drive away today. So you could drive this truck away for summer tomorrow if you wanted to. It is here in our showroom, and it is the only Dentside F-250, so the long bed, we've got available in stock right now. And in fact, it's the only one we're going to have in stock for quite a while. So a very unique truck, really, really nice thing. If you're into your Dentsides, it really could be a nice truck for you. The truck qualifies for financing as well for our partners at Woodside Credit, so you can finance through those guys if you want more flexible payment options, and it is backed by our 2-year bumper-to-bumper warranty as well. So everything on this truck is covered by Velocity's warranty. Like I said, if you've got any more questions, please give us a shout. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe below, and we'll catch you on the next one.